When conducting our 2017 Superbike comparison, a great deal of consideration went into the selection of bikes to be included. Foremost, only the most recently updated Superbikes were pitted against the previous year's winner. This set the stage for a potential three-peat by the Cycle World 10 Best Superbike winning Yamaha yzf-r1. While the R1 is available in 3 performance tiers, we view the middle child as the standard member of the R1 family and in turn went with an Aprilia RSV4RR and Honda CBR1000RR, each of which also have a higher spec sibling aligned in price and spirit, with Yamaha's $22,499 yzf-r1M. Things were not quite as straightforward when choosing among the all-new 2017 Suzuki gsx-r1000 models. On one hand, the flagship gsx-r1000r has an MSRP of $17,199, that's only $500 more than our R1. But as pointed out by a Suzuki representative, the base model gsx-r1000 has been a platform of choice for several road race competitors at the national level. This is due largely to the existing knowledge base for setting up its show a big piston fork in preparation for racing and to forego a learning curve working with the R models show a balance-free fork. Considering the base model gsx-r has legs in the racing world gave it a foot in our door. As delivered, both gsx-r models share identical engine and chassis specification, with the differences beyond the fork being the R's lightened upper triple clamp, show a balance-free rear cushion, light BF arc-light shock, added implementation of IMU yaw and roll sensitivity, pitch only for base model, launch control, lighter battery, a couple of styling touches, and a bidirectional quick shifter. While the R1 went on to top the field yet again, the question remains, how might the gsx-r1000r have fared in a shootout? Joining me in answering this R question was Chris Siebenhaar, a former AMA professional road racer, and Jason Pridmore, Star Motorcycle School instructor. We have previously enlisted as a co-tester in our sibling rivalry test that pitted the 2016 Yamaha yzf-r1 against its lower-priced yzf-r1's brother. Our plan entailed fitting both bikes with Bridgestone Battlex R10 radials for a track test at Button Willow Raceway Park, followed with a road ride on their stock fitment RS10 tires. We spent the better part of an early August Sunday at a sold-out track days event. Thanks for squeezing us in, fellas. Seat hopping between the two bikes throughout several 20-minute A and B group sessions. The difference in engine and handling character between this pair of litter class inline fours becomes evident at the crack of the throttle. Whether taking off from a stop, rolling out of pit lane, or exiting a corner, the smooth transition from off-throttle to neutral to accelerating is flawless bottom to top. Siebenhaar noted of the Suzuki's superb fueling and intuitive throttle response. Abrupt initial response remains the number one gripe that has dogged the current Gen R1 since its 2015 introduction. Even riding in the less edgy Power 2 mode, the R1 can't match the gsx-r's degree of connected throttle control. View full specs. 2017 Suzuki gsx-r1000r lap analysis. Button Willow Raceway Park. Utilizing a V-Box Sport GPS data logger, we've performed an analysis of each bike's quickest lap around the combined east-west Button Willow layout. Our 3 sectors highlight different characteristics of the track layout and how each bike fares in a given section. Section 1 includes the increasing radius off-ramp corner and technical cotton corners, where we've compared point-to-point average speed. Located in the heart of Section 2, the fast Riverside Sweeper, a corner that loads the chassis and rewards line-holding side grip. The final split includes a pair of hard braking zones at the S's, a series of side-to-side transitions taken at speed. Bike lap time. Split 1, Split 2, Split 3, Peak speed 1, Peak speed 2, Cotton corners, average speed, Riverside average speed. Suzuki gsx-r1000r 152.98, 41.86, 38.25, 32.86, 137.2, 132.4, 64.1, 96.8. Yamaha yzf-r1 152.31, 41.34, 38.15, 32.81, 138.6, 134.6, 65.4, 97.2. Button Willow's Turn 2 has a tight keyhole shape entry and an increasing radius exit. This section of track showcased another Suzuki strength as each bike's tall stock gearing saw second gear revs dip below 5,000 revolutions per minute at the corner apex. The R1 tended to lurch and momentarily unsettle its chassis if added care. WASNT exercise during initial throttle application, and delivery felt soft during the initial phase of the exit drive. While the Suzuki enjoys a sizable mid-range torque advantage of roughly 10 pound-feet over the Yamaha, once beyond 8,000 revolutions per minute, its advantage R1 all the way to each bike's 14,500 revolutions per minute rev limit. Sadly, it's game over for the Gixxer as revs surpass its 11,000 revolutions per minute power peak, electronically hobbled with ECU programming that results in a 15 horsepower linear decline across the remaining 3,500 revs. Short of an aftermarket ECU flash, we suggest dialing the adjustable sequential shift lighter A to cue timely short shifts. Sebenhar and I each found the Suzuki's Showa BFF front end incredibly compliant over minor pavement ripples and bumps. This left the R1 feeling harsh by contrast on track, but less so during our road ride once suspension damping had been dialed to each bike's baseline street settings. The upgraded Showa suspension is extremely capable and can run a very quick clip on track, Sebenhar said of the gsx-r. When running a slower pace on outlaps or trailing a big group gaggle, the Gixxer chassis instilled an unmatched level of confidence and ease of use. The R1 felt more like a stallion born to gallop than trot, a trait that became evident late in the day as triple-digit mid-afternoon heat thinned the herd, allowing clean hot laps to gather comparative times recorded with a V-Box data logger. The outcome saw the R1 flex its top-end might. This, along with its more comprehensive and configurable electronic aids, unflappable chassis composure, and rear grip, allowed the R1 to shine when pushing the pace. Data analysis revealed the R1 at nearly a second per lap quicker, along with achieving an extra mph or 2 of peak speed on the straights. It also didn't appear to lose measurable ground on corner entry despite Suzuki's fantastic auto-blip downshift feature, something the R1 still lacks. Quarter-mil runs using each bike's launch control had the R1 in front with a quicker ET and trap speed. While we found the Suzuki saddle and ride quality slightly more comfortable on the road, the R1's crossplane engine configuration offers a buttersmooth contrast to the relatively buzzy nature of the traditional 180-degree firing Gixxer. All said and done, the new gsx-r1000r is well worth every cent of the $2,100 premium over its base counterpart. Its suspension epitomizes plush yet controlled handling, the quick shifter is the best I've yet tested, and the addition of cornering abs thanks to the IMIS added functionality is a safety bonus. One can argue that it might be a flash shy of class supremacy, but the same aftermarket solution exists for curing the R1's throttle response woes. Once again, the Yamaha yzf-r1 has met the challenge. The number Suzuki gsx-r1000r Yamaha yzf-r1 priced $17,199, $16,699, dry weight 426 pound, 415 pound, wheelbase 56.0 in, 55.2 in, seat height 33.5 and 33.2 in. Fuel mileage 35 mpg, 30 mpg, fuel capacity 4.2 gallons. 4.5 gallons, 14 mile 10.44 sec, at 144.13 miles per hour, 10.15 sec, at 147.30 miles per hour, 0 to 60 miles per hour, 3.0 sec, 2.9 sec. Top gear 40 to 60 miles per hour, 2.9 sec, 3.0 sec. 60 to 80 miles per hour, 2.3 sec, 3.0 sec. Horsepower 157.2 at 10,880 revolutions per minute, 161.6 at 13,010 revolutions per minute, torque 76.3 pound-feet. At 10,610 revolutions per minute, 73.6 pound-feet. At 8,930 revolutions per minute, braking 30 to 0 miles per hour, 33 feet. 32 feet, 60 to 0 miles per hour, 128 feet. 125 feet.